So I've got this here all set up, and now I've got the silicone bacon sheet stove jack in there, and now what I'm going to do is put this fiberglass mat down just to protect underneath the stove. I should be able to set that just straight like that there. I've got this nice and taut, so it's not going to be going in and blowing in up against the stovepipe and such. But that basically should do right there. And now, take a couple of these out of here. A couple of those weeds. I'll bring this out like that. I'm going to put that center so it's not really touching the silicone ring. And I'm able to close this door, this part here, and what we'll do is just go in and out through this side. I've got Chris with me, and we're going to just see, I'll put him over there and me on this side, and see if two of us can fit in this thing with the stove. Go, this should do her. Nice and sturdy base. Stovepipe sturdy. Should be good there now. We've got the fire going there now, and got Chris set up back there, and I'm actually set up over here. So we have enough room for the both of us, plus the stove. It's already given off a fair amount of heat. I don't want it really hot because I don't need it in this teepee. Once I close the doors and such, it's going to warm up quick. And it's supposed to get down, the weather station said 5 Celsius, but it'll get close to freezing temps, down to 0 in this area. Usually, when they say 5, it's usually 0 here. You can already see my breath. So, it's already cooling off. That there is going to make it toasty in here. That's the Gstove, and I'll leave a link down below. You can check that out. Also, I'll leave a link where you can check out the Smokey hut. So right now we've got the door one side still open just to adjust the heat. I'm using the Gstove, and that will cook you right out of here. I mean, have just a small little fire in here right now just because it gets very warm. It's still, you know, it's not 0 yet, but it's cool out there, and nice and toasty in here. We don't normally get that, do we?
No.
Normally, we're out here, we're camping in, you know, minus 30, and you're nice and toasty in your bag. And the hardest part about that is when you wake up in the morning and you gotta get out of that bag and into, you know, the cold air and such. Having a heated shelter, that's something that's pretty cool. I've been using the Mini Up. I did that one video just showing you a review of its features and such, but I can't wait to show you that one and what it's like with the Gstove. Very nice tent, and just enjoying this. It's really nice, eh?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. So me and Chris, we've been just talking and such, keeping the fire going. It's almost ready to go to sleep, actually. But this here has no floor in it. What we've done is put a poly tarp down underneath of our sleep pads, and that's what we're going to be sleeping on, because it rained, just poured. It was like a hurricane, basically, the wind and the rain yesterday. so the moss is totally soaked. But got polytarp down, sleep pad on that, and then we'll get in our sleeping bags. But we were talking about how we're kind of lucky in this area. In some places I would not want this until the winter time because of creepy crawlers. Here we do not have any poisonous snakes, poisonous spiders, and right in this area I don't really have the concern of waking up being coated in ticks, kind of thing. So this setup I wouldn't use just anywhere, but because we're getting every once in a while, there's a couple moths that came in, that's no big deal. Dandy long legs would be crawling across you, you take it and throw it off, and so on. Like, it's gonna happen because it's just fall, they're not actually asleep yet. So yeah, you're sleeping right out amongst the creepy crawlers. But there's nothing here besides maybe swallowing a bug or something that you have to worry about. There's no mosquitoes right now, so that's good. And yeah, it's rather nice. Gonna go to sleep here soon, and just gonna have a very low fire, and I'll have to attend that all night kind of deal. But the silicone stove jack's working great. I've been touching up there, everything's nice and so on, and that's why I'm gonna keep a low fire as well. You have to be very careful whenever you have a fire in a shelter, for sure, anyhow. So see you in the morning. It's 80 degrees in here right now. It's at midnight. And yeah, it's probably about 2 feet up off the ground. So she's toasty in here right now. Good morning. It's 5:39 there now. Just put some more wood in the stove. It's nice and toasty in here. I've kept it going all night, putting in a log every now and then. And it's been really nice and cozy in here, which, like I said, it's a little different. Every once in a while, I'll feel dandy long legs on my face or something, I'll throw it off. But other than that, it's been really nice, really nice. I can't get back to sleep. Chris, usually you get up at around this time anyway.
Yeah.
And a little bit, I'll throw on some water on the stove in a pot and heat up some water for some oatmeal. But that's about it. We're just gonna chill out here. I might try to go catch a few more Z's. But it's been nice. It's been really nice. pretty much packed up, and just letting the stove burn out and cool down before I tear this all down. Now, Chris had already left a while back. He has a few errands to run, a few things to do before I get all done here. So he already headed out and left me to this here, but that's all fine because I'm enjoying the heat. It's cool out here. Earlier I was sitting here in just my t-shirt, but I was getting heat from the fire. This here is pretty much burnt out, so I'm not feeling that as much of that heat. So I had to put my jacket on. But very, very nice camp out. I really like this. If it's, you know, if you're worried about bugs and creepy crawlers in your area, not sure this is something you may want. I'm not sure because there's no floor. And even if your bugs and such are frozen, well, that heats it up. They're going to wake up. So just to let you know that without a floor, it's like sleeping under any tarp. You are going to get a few bugs. So bugs bother you, it's up to you. Me, I've slept under many tarps. They don't bother me. And yeah, had a really good time. I want to thank you for watching. Take care. All the best.